me. There we go. All right. Hi. Welcome in, everyone. I'm Cece with Angel Radio Tarot, and we are here live today on Saturday. What is this, the 21st, the 22nd? It's got to be I know we're the first day of Aries season. Happy birthday, Aries. Welcome, everyone. We're going to do a full spectrum reading for full spectrum Zodiac horoscope. We'll get a little something for everyone, and we'll just go right down the roster here. I got a new 12-sided die from a D&D game store, so I can I use it with some tarot, and I was coming up with some interesting trade combinations, being able to read where it landed and then having those assigned to a zodiac, just like we use the cards when they come up zodiac. Hey, if you're new to the channel, hit that like and subscribe. When you hit that subscribe button, then you're able to join the chat and let me know where you're hailing from. And when you stick around to the end of the broadcast, you can join, you can put in your questions. I'll take a few questions from the audience there. Let's get this dialed up here. Give everybody a chance to come in. Make sure the chat room is up and running just like we need it. Not sure where the power flicker is coming from here, but my lights might fluctuate just a little bit. And there we go. There we go. So yeah, if you're new to the channel, definitely hit that subscribe button. It doesn't cost you a thing there. And you can join the chat from there. Just about to get that dialed in here for you. Come on. There we go. Here we go. All right, so let's get started with this first one. And I really just need to get this chat set in. I was getting all these windows pop up. Here we go. Come on, all the way there. Now everybody is all set. If you are interested in making a financial contribution to the channel, you can do so with this account at Venmo at Angel Radio Tarot. I'm only on YouTube, so don't do any contributions through any other platforms, please, until we have the channel matured. What does that mean? That means you need to watch as much, give as much watch time as you can to the channel. That's our next benchmark, so we can start doing subscriber-only content and special events, super chats, and those financial contributions will then just come straight through Venmo, and we don't have to. There won't be any ambiguity at all. So we're all set. Let's get started. I'm so glad everyone's here. Oh, wait, one more city. Live chat. There we go. So now it'll be top to bottom. Brooke Whitman and Cat's Eye, wonderful to have you here. Thank you very much for the compliments. I've had a beautiful day sitting in the sunshine on my front porch with a neighbor that has decided to reach out and make a connection and seek some counsel. And we're going to, she's invited me to go to the free yoga class at the public library. I'm looking forward to that. That'll be wonderful. So just a general reading for everyone real quick for the tribe. I'm going to unplug the phone so it doesn't draw and make that flicker. There we go. We are calling down the power of Archangel Michael's protection around us now, drawing a circle around us on the floor, being conscious of a shimmering crystal bubble that originates from our heart and expands outward into, like, you want to feel like Bubble Boy, and protecting that, making that circle big enough to envelop everything you care about inside of it. And it's not a bubble that holds you in, it's a bubble that breathes and filters all of the negativity of the world. It's not a bell jar that hangs over you. It's a buffer between you that no one else can come into. It's your personal space. There is someone coming up financially. There's an increase happening, like you were on a downward tilt with material wealth, financial security. Yeah, the 10 of Pentacles. You were on a downward for a long time and you have hit the bottom and you're coming back up. There might be just like you don't even care anymore. You're just numb to this sense of poverty now, or this sense of lack, this lack mentality. Maybe you've been jammed in an environment where I was getting like somebody, you feeling like you're just being nagged about and you just don't even feel the financial conservation anymore. There's something about, it's the cost of something. You're not feeling the cost of something. This indecision, the failed partnership, and the lack of confidence here. Maybe you were on a tight budget in partnership with someone and you're realizing that all of your tight budgeting and scarcity mentality to keep things on track, they're not even trying. There's this defeated kind of thing about it. And it's like, well, what the fuck the point was that? And you're realizing that all the work you put into it was this almost like a safety setting where you could prove to yourself that you really could put that kind of money away. And you're realizing you could do this without that other person's input. Like you can do this without their financial support. You can live on that tight of a budget that, or we're driving yourself to a financial, like you're working a bunch of overtime and stuff and saving up a bunch of stuff, something about you realizing you can live with a lot less and it's going to take a burden off of you. There's complete fulfillment with the World card here. And then new beginnings. So, and then emotional detachment here. So your discipline has turned into a way of life. You've mastered it because you feel nothing about it. You can do it or not do it. And if you need to do it, you can. And you're not going to have to go through a tower moment about it. What are we waiting on here? What was I waiting on to crack it in? Let's get started with this full spectrum Zodiac horoscope for the week. And today is March the 21st. It's Saturday. Stick around to the end of the reading for open audience questions. We'll take your questions for the last 15 minutes of broadcast about that. Yeah, get out of the tarot, girl. What am I doing? I got the dice for this very reason. What are we going to do? Oh, we got the checklist. That's right. I started a tracker so we can do this right. All right, who are we starting with here? And I'm going by month as I'm training myself here. We're starting in the 11th month. It mostly possesses a Scorpio, starting from October the 23rd into November the 21st. So let's pull into Scorpio right now. And Scorpio, you're coming in with a broad mix between, who is this? There's some minor Libra, Gemini, and Taurus energy with a Tower moment. Libra, Gemini, Taurus. Taurus and Gemini I can understand, but the Libra seems disjointed, and then the Libra is centering. But it's that, who is that 10? It's just a heavy Libra energy into that Scorpio with just a little bit of Taurus, Gemini in the mix. There's going to be a lost opportunity. Due to a lack of planning. Maybe a little money loss. We've got the Ace of Pentacles inversed. Missed chance here. And that brings the Tower moment. It's getting like you're going to miss the bus that's going to make you late for a job interview. There's some kind of hope here. I'm getting that this is a perceived Tower moment. Don't cry. Don't allow suffering to be revealed when you have a failure present to yourself. Your challenge this week is to maintain faith in a positive. It's not the end of the world, and even if you are attacked or maligned somehow physically, if it doesn't kill you, it didn't win. So however terrible, it's going to come down feeling like a Tower moment. But what you got to stay with is this present mindset that it hasn't got me yet. Or the alternative is this spiraling, suffering, self-infliction. And that is what evil will feed on from you, the evil that created this Tower moment for you to fall into. Is a challenge of your positivity this week. So whatever comes to you this week is a Tower moment. You've got to take a stiff upper lift, an elevator, taking the lift. This is how you elevate. You literally have to elevate. You may have to physically take a stiff upper lip, brace your back, swallow back some tears, take a brave moment, and don't let them see you cry this week. 1313 on the clock. Isolation and loneliness and the hermit energy. Instead of taking retreat, this is going to be like battle retreat. Don't let them see you cry. Withdraw, isolation and withdraw, not spiritual solitude for guidance and wisdom. This is going to be like that. Oh, that's why we opened with building that crystal bubble on you. You're going to have to make a moment of like feeling your pride and a Wolverine blast around you. That's what it's going to have to be in an instant. And you're going to feel it when it happens. And you're going to feel yourself emboldened, like stiff back. That's what I see coming for you, Scorpio. There's going to be a moment of bravery called just for you to swallow your tears and proudly press. That's how you're going to step through this week. That being said, okay, so what's going to make you do that? Watch for situations that are going to challenge you at that level. Being around people that you know are going to press your buttons. Being around people that you know are steeped in negativity and pettiness, that are going to give you backhanded compliments, or just plain old bitch slap play in your face. Oh girl, it's baiting. It's baiting, and they're going to hit you in place. They're going to hit below the belt. They're going to hit you in places that intended to make you cry. Some gunny punches. Just be ready for it this week. Make your prayers, say your piece, get right ahead of time so that because it's going to drive to try to prick you. 1515, it's going to drive to try to prick you in some slanderous truth. Do you understand what I'm saying? The kind of slanderous truth that is almost the truth, but far enough off of the truth in some negative interpretation, some slanderous interpretation that makes it just mostly trying to make you go, oh, and so they can see it. This suggests that it's going to be in a public place. This is a humiliation ritual. Okay, that narrows it down, Scorpio. I hope that helps, honey. Who else have we got? What's going on next? Who are we reading for? I'm Cece with Angel Radio Tarot. I'm so glad you're here. Hey, thank you for the hearts. That's amazing. That just helps the algorithm so much. And it doesn't cost anything. It didn't make much sense to me when I first started doing YouTube, but you hit that bar and it pops up, and whatever one you pick, it floats them up, and you tap it once and it'll give you a blizzard of them, and you just tap, tappity, tap, and let the little suckers fly. Yeah, try them all. I love all the different cartoons. That's fun. So that helps the algorithm. Every engagement, every comment, every like, share. Yes. So now we're reading for Libra, September 23rd to August 22nd. We're doing this the somnambulist, but we got some of our vocabularium in here on big cards. Oxime, there's a compound here with a deviant group. So Libra, I get the feeling you are the deviant here. You're playing two sides or something. You've got your hoodie up. The you know who. With the back in the day before everybody wore hoodies, there was only one guy that was known for wearing a hoodie, and it was with sunglasses. You are the deviant here. I'm not saying that you're the unidude. I'm saying that you are the sneaky part. Because we've got mantilla here, so you've got a hoodie up. And a mantilla is a religious veil, but it's a hoodie. It's a hoodie of some kind. You're covering your spiritual beam, your spiritual beacon to do something. An X has your name in their mouth. I get the feeling this is you. You're doing a little bit of stalking, or Libra, you've got someone that's doing a little bit of love stalking on you. There's someone here with blue eyes is being cold, and there's no hair, or they've got a shaved head, or there's just no, they might be bald, or you've seen them bald or shaved bald to the head. They're being cold. There's some kind of, you feel like there's some kind of coded message here. You've got to say the right word, or you've got to say just the right word. The yellow-eyed demon is here. Someone, Libra, you've made a crossroads deal somewhere, or this is coming to you this week, about this blue-eyed person with short or shaved hair. You're going to have to get slick with it and try to get, you're looking for the right words to unlock this opportunity. Spirit is not going to let you have it until you have the key. 1919. So you're going to get the key this week to unlock this cold, blue-eyed, short, shaved-haired person, to unlock access to them. And they're going to be cold. 4 and 6. Yeah, there's Aries right there. And 8 is Virgo is playing a hard hand. No, that's September. Leo. And then 6 is Gemini. So Leo and Gemini, it's given more of that sneaky assassin energy. You're going to be holding something back, thinking you're going to come up to Aries and have the key to unlock Aries, to unlock access to Aries. Being sneaky is not the way to approach Aries. Aries will smell that right off. Just saying, that's your warning. What else do we have around this Aries for Libra? You're going to have to be working from the chakra, the crown chakra. You're going to have to be in the right place. That means you're going to have done the work and be able to access your crown chakra, because that's where Aries is going to be looking. That's where Aries operates from and to. Aries can look you in the eye, and if you are lying to Aries, your eyes will bleed. If Aries says, "Are you my friend?" and says, "If you're not my friend and you're lying to me," your eyes will bleed for it. And it's a matter of grace. It's like looking into the eyes of an angelic spirit. Something about hay fever here. Polynosis. Somebody's cut. You're going to triggered. You're cutting your nose off to spite your face, Libra. There's a resistance, Libra. You're going to experience some resistance. It's not going to be easy for you to get this key. And this is going to be an ephemeral key here. You're going to have to be dwelling in a resonant space for you to even be in the dimension or on the same frequency where that key can come into actual form on your. It's like Star Trek and being half of a they were half of a frequency off, and dude kept showing up from some transformer accident and kept reforming in different places because he was just like half of a dimension off and kept floating in and out of the dimension. You can't see the material that person until they're aligned in your dimension. So this key is about you learning how to balance on the pinhead so that you can hear the tone or that you can sing the note. Something about holding the audio resonance. I'm seeing a guitar strum and tuning it the way you tune, you may even have one of those auto tuners. That pesky G string. No, sir, that's that pesky B string. Who's there? There's that deviant in there somewhere blocking you this week, Libra. That's what we're looking for. There is something in here that is trying to block your good intention, or you're going to be blocked by your own lust out of this cipher frequency. Yeah, you've got no poker face, dude. You deal with your shit before you walk into that vibration, or you're gonna vibrate yourself like a tens unit. All right. So warning, Libra. You're going to have to be walking into that like Indiana Jones and the quest for the Holy Grail, when they walk in there, and you got to be like in the right state of mind. You can't be approaching it with greed. You can't be approaching it with like dominance. You've got to be approaching it with a pure and clean heart, or you're not going to align yourself with even being in the presence of whatever it is you're trying to approach. The seventh month is Gemini, May 21st through June 20th. Gemini. What's up, Gemini? I'm going to leave the gold cards aside because that takes a little bit more in-depth reading. We'll save We'll save the gold foil cards for our audience questions at the end. Let's take a bit and see how everybody. Hi, Bubble and the Bananas. Sean Wilson, hi. Optimus and Marduk. I'll have to look them up. And Rhonda, hi, Rhonda Aries Cole. Hello again. Wonderful to have you back. All right, Gemini. Gemini, you're Geminiing. We're coming up with the behavior card. And for you, Gemini, it's a little bit of both because it's gender and the zodiac tendencies for you to be a bit duplicitous. So you may be telling someone what you want to have happen, but what you know you can actually pull off is going to be something else this week. And you're going to come off as a flake and a liar. 25-25. And I know this isn't something you like to have. You don't like to have people think of you that way as not being, but do what you say what you mean. So this is coming in also with abuser and discipline and intent. So abuse comes in the amount of discipline we have and the intent that we have in carrying those things out. Don't make any promises this week, okay? Cause for celebration here. So there might be a party, but someone's in the fields. You might be trying to have something come off this week. Like you've got some super secret. I'm getting like you're trying to plan a special date, but you're trying to plan too much and you're not asking for any help right now. It's a bad Scorpio energy about it. It's telling you no. We'll look that up here. And you are obliged to somebody, or you will be, and there is something not good coming out of that. None forthcoming is coming up, so you're going to hear about it. What's the blowback here? I want to get a taste on this negative Scorpio energy. We borrow some zodiac things. It doesn't have to be your total tendency, but you can have a Scorpio bad hair day on an Aries, a Scorpio bad hair day on a Pisces. It would take some very specific circumstances. Why am I looking this book up? Why am I looking that up? Jealousy, possessiveness, some extreme secrecy. So there's withdrawal here, but then it's a passive aggressive energy. Controlling behavior, manipulative and unforgiving, deeply vindictive if betrayed. This is definitely passive aggressive energy here. So Gemini, maybe you're wanting someone to recognize that you want something, but at the same time that duplicity is coming out and you not wanting to have to tell them what it is. And it's a big no. You have to figure it out. Yeah. So be mindful of some passive aggressive kind of reactivity, and then consider who it is you're involved with that brings this out in you. Hi, Sai. How you doing, baby? Do you want to come up and say hello to everyone? You haven't said hello to everyone for a while. Come on up, boss. Hi, baby. Good to see you. Oh. You guys all know Simon? Here's a good boy. Yeah. Are you going to help me with the next row? Who's next? You going to kiss this? Okay. Yeah? Okay. 2. So, we're talking to Aquarius. What's going on with Aquarius side? Do you have any ideas? It's Aquarius with a little bit of Pisces and some Capricorn. So right up in the corner there, right? Did I get it right? It's that heavy Capricorn's facing right at me. Yeah, did I get it right there? Yeah, I got it right. Okay. Do you want to stay up here and help me find a card? Are you going to help me find a card? Let's get... Were you going to do it? Okay. Which deck do you want? Are you going to do this? No, not interested at all. Okay. Let's hit this again. We're talking to Aquarius January 20th through February 18th. And we are looking right at Pisces and a Capricorn encompassing. There's just a shade of Aries over here on the peripheral. So all of your winter birthday friends, all of your from New Year's on birthday friends, what's going on this week for Aquarius? Aquarius, pretty quiet for Aquarius this week. Oh, on the contrary. You're going to be looking for some help this week. That's why you're busy looking around. You're not feeling like you're not feeling any love right now. You're making no deals. You're focused on a bald, blue-haired person. Blue eyes and no hair. They're going, it's white hair. That's how I flex. And I know you watching. This is someone you're looking at, or you're just coming into some flex this week, Aquarius. I think you are seeking no help, seeking no guidance, offering no assistance. Everybody just better stand the fuck back, because you ain't got no time, ain't got no play. You're on your business. You got your head forward. Looking at a blonde-haired, giving up the ghost, so someone might be blonde and pale, very fair. And you are enslaved by this, and you cannot keep it down in front. There is some sexual arousal, and you are completely submitting to it. You are just like, oh, I'm dead. I'm done. Oh my God, rip my heart out. I gotta have this person. I'm dying over here. I'm done. Put a fork in me. I can die now. Yeah. Okay. Sounds like fun. Sounds like enjoying a delicious infatuation on someone that is just like, oh, they just knocked me out. I don't know what it is. They just walk in the room. I can't think straight. Woo! I'm getting what a woman. That kind of, or what a man. So that's Aquarius. Enjoy your week, Aquarius. Enjoy the view. All right, who do we have next? In the 7th month, Cancer, June 21st to July 22nd. Hello, Cancer. How are my crabs? I'm Cece with Angel Radio Tarot. Thank you for joining me, and welcome, tribe. Welcome everyone who's come in and enjoying the good company in this wonderful community here. We're reading for, or I'm reading for the full spectrum Zodiac weekly horoscope, and make sure you stick around to the end of the reading so you can put your questions in to get them answered. What happened to my pop out? I can't see your part. There we go. Foolishness. Piffle. All right. All right, widows. What the schnitz? There we go. Oh, let's see. What was that? That was 7? We're doing Cancer. 7. Yeah, Cancer, June 21st to July 22nd. Some of you may have noticed that I just hit a blank because I was mentally occupied with something slamming a door in my face here. I sat here having trouble recalling which, just time stopped, everything stopped, my train of thought stopped. No, all continuity stopped. So I'll recall where we're in a moment, but this is a very clear sign. Someone wants you under the influence, or someone just definitely put a psychic block on me and put me under the influence here of that psychic block. What's going on? So our Aquarius, we're not reading for Aquarius. We're reading for Cancer. Hi, Oshitswits. Cancer. Cancer, I'm having a hard time holding on. I'm having a hard time dialing you in here. There is a big Shimra energy that does not want me to talk about you, Cancer. It doesn't even want you to try. Something slamming a door in your face this week, Cancer. Just a big slam in the door in your face. They don't want you to dig deeper. They don't want you to elevate. They don't want you to try to expand or extrapolate. What the hell, Cancer? What did you do? Who is this that you're involved with, Cancer? Who is this that's gonna just like shut you down? Is this an earth angel is coming to shut you down this week? This is an earth angel. You need to listen to them. Whoever gives you the hard slap down this week, Cancer, you need to listen to them. Insatiable, you need to be satisfied with their answer and leave it alone. That's clear enough. That is clear enough. Good grief. I gotta tell you, that is as uncomfortable psychically as someone taking my face and just going, no, you're not gonna look over here. It is just as much of a struggle trying to redirect myself, because they don't want me just turning around and looking on that side of the room. Someone is just, it is physically the tension in trying to, it's like bearing down, like trying to push my face in through a veil. And then the kind of the abrupt, the stiffness of that pathway being shut. It's almost like having my head slammed in the door. That's what it feels like. 10. So whoever, take that seriously. Don't, what they're telling you is it's a hard no, and the next step is they're going to hurt you. You may need to look for help this week, Cancer. I mean, like if you need to escape a situation. Oh, I just got very tired. Oh, where'd that come from? Be mindful of tampering, food tampering, drink tampering, roofing. Yeah, I don't like the feeling of that at all. That's somebody getting manhandled and being dragged somewhere. I don't like that at all. Yeah, really thick-headed, not cotton head, something had called concrete head. Yeah, that just feels like getting drugged. I don't like that at all. Let's move on. We're at the 10, so we are looking at Libra. We just did Libra. Okay, who's next? Taurus, April 20th to May 20th. Taurus, howdy do, Taurus. I'm getting a really light, generally kind of spring breaky feel here. We're talking between Capricorn and Pisces. So, yeah, spring break is on. I'm feeling a road trip kind of, maybe, I know, that's a local trip. That's a staycation for you this year, but it's in like a faux spring break road trip vibe. Gas is expensive this year. There's a hangman situation that wants to happen. Hi from July. Let's see. I just did Cancer, honey, and I think you better roll back for the last 5 minutes. I just finished you. We're coming to the next one. So roll back by about, I don't know, 7 or 8 minutes. What popped out here, Taurus? A possible leadership opportunity or a failure. So this could be this hangman energy. You're going to be given an opportunity to take a leadership role, make a command decision on behalf of a group. Again, the spring break energy, I think you're going to be keeping somebody safe. You're going to be stuck babysitting in order to maintain a long-term vision, having patience, perseverance, and waiting. Yeah, you're going to be babysitting, Taurus. You're going to be babysitting for spring break. You're going to be babysitting your drunk friends. Temperance, modesty. You're going to be having to be the grown-up there and being a role model. Yeah, I see you being the DD and trying to keep a group of younger people from going too far. Haley, hi. N11, hi. Yeah, there's a question about how much anxiety or how much release from anxiety is going to be here. It's just going to make it a better time for you. And then it could be the difference of having to burn some bridges or walking away from something like it was not a big deal. I don't see any jail time here. No, five of wands, 7 of wands. No, I see avoiding some conflict here, and taking a little trip, not having any trouble. There's some emotional stability in the Queen of Cups, and new beginnings, creative passions, courage, growth, which could only come if you've had that rest and repose. So it's a good place here. There might be some friendships that break up over this, but that's about as bad as it's going to get, honey. Confidence, creative, and leadership, that's you here. New opportunities, they're going to be grateful for you. You're showing you're going to have to do some tough love while you're doing this. Lack of action, impulsiveness, recklessness, lack of passion. Lack of action, lack of passion, taking unnecessary risks. I don't know where the impulsiveness and the lack of passion together are kind of, what I'm getting is this is going to be like the most freaking involved spring break you have ever been on, and you won't even have been the person to go and party. Like, you're going to come back exhausted and not have done anything. And you're going to understand for the first time the Fool here. This is going to be your first parenting experience. Welcome to the grown-ups that raise people. If you're going to be a breeder, this is what the next 25 years is going to look like. And that's if you have one. Okay, Taurus. My Taurus asked me some time ago, do you think I'd make a good mom? I said, I think you've got what it takes to be able to raise a human being. Whether or not you'd have a good time, I don't know. What else do we have here? Okay, we just did, we have not done Aries. I got a birthday coming up. I'm Aries. I am Aries, and I got my birthday coming up. Let's read. Let's give Aries a nice proper birthday read. Get the gold foil cards out here. There we go. Yeah, what's hilarious is when your grown kids take you bar hopping like they think they're going to show you something. Oh, it's cute. It's cute. Yeah. I remember having a little dance party at home in my living room. My son was like 11. And he just, I cut for a minute. It was like, throwing it all over the place. And it ended, the song ended, and it was just me and the kids dancing in the living room, but I had to cut loose. And we finished that little song, and he goes, Mommy, you really can dance. I was like, no shit, kid. No shit. You don't know about Mommy. You don't know about Mommy. All right. There's some new beginnings here in the world. The whole thing, the death card's on its head. So you're not having to restart everything. You're not having to redraw the maps. Sword, 10 of Swords. 10 of Swords. Advantage, province, success, favor, but none of these are permanent. Also power and authority. Those were separated. So this could mean power and authority or some new big deal coming in that is only temporary. And remember, we're still in Lenten season until the 3rd. When we enter the 3rd day of April, then we are clear. You can start making some deals. But this, so we're going to say instead of, again, we're going to be challenged this week again, Aries, about making this deal, because it could go either way. Advantage, favor, but only temporary. And if it's only temporary, that probably means that there's heavy pay on the other end. Heavy pain. There is a chance for new beginnings here, but it could be that, or it could be a role of power and authority. You're going to be given an opportunity to regress and go back to your formal life this week, or to step into this new role that you've been probating on. And this will become your new identity. This will become your new world presence. And it's not going to be a big death moment for you. It's going to be okay, I'm going to take the next step forward, and it's either going to be with my left foot or my right. 47:47 on the clock. I want to thank everybody who is in the room. Wow, we've got a full house this evening. It's wonderful to have you all here. Saturday night, March 21st, with this full spectrum Zodiac read. Oh, my nose is itching. Okay, so Aries, do we know anything else about this this week's last, we're coming into this last week of Lenten temptation season here. Oh, look at this. It's trying to hold you up in one last massive effort to keep you stuck in an illusion. Oh, wow. This is his last chance, because once you take this step forward, this is how it's going to be from now on. And Spirit has to step along with you. This is how it's going to be. This is how it's going to be from now on. And Aries, we were talking about this elevation into this next period, coming into the next veil at the end of the season. We're 6 months through into the turn of the next veil, or the end of this year's big spiritual battle that started with the beginning of October the 31st. 2 of Pentacles is what I'm looking up here. Enforced gaiety, simulated joy, literal sense. Something's being handled very literarily almost. Stuff in handwriting and composed letters of exchange. So there's going to be documented commitment or documented exchange. It's going to be something that is going to be taken as canon from now on. So if you're stepping into or out of a role, there's going to be a sense of permanence and formal endorsement here by the acceptance from the rest of the world outside of you because you're just one person in this whole world. The power that you are assuming by commanding that the rest of the world now identify you as this. And this is going to be the place that you take in this spiritual battle coming into the next 6 months. And hey, y'all be careful if y'all are traveling in the airports in the United States this week. They have just released that ICE is going to be going into the airports to control the situation that people, if you've not been seeing the news, seem to be progressing, self-supervising, even with the power having gone off in, what was that, Houston or Austin? People are still self-supervising. And my terror nightmare in this vision is just like when I was preceding up to our two wonderful saints in Minneapolis that were murdered by ICE, that this is going to turn into ICE standing on the mezzanine, looking down like they show these newscasts, looking down on the floor of these massive hotel or massive airports with thousands of people standing there calmly. And that being ICE looking down there and just laughing and saying to themselves like fish in a barrel. And that is just my all of my power and my prayers over the next 2 days is going to be focused on people's safety in the airports everywhere. And being Aries, that is my birthday wish. Please join me in granting my birthday wish and keeping these people safe. Okay, so there's a Knight of Swords and a Page of Swords for you, Aries. These two are right next to each other and in their upright. Skill, bravery, capacity, defense, address, enmity, the wrath of war, destruction, opposition, resistance, and ruin. There is just a bold and standing your ground here. Bold. What is this card on the floor? all this while, the magician has been under my left foot. I thought it was a smooth part of the carpet. No, Aries is pulling a rabbit out of its sleeve. What are you doing, Aries? This is this week coming up, Aries. You're going to be generating some magic with these birthday wishes. Get into the wishcraft with me, folks. Pray with me now. Oh, Archangel Michael, pull your protection down over all of these precious souls gathered together. Where and as God's protection declares, and I'll pull it down against him if I have to. I'll pull rank on you. Where two or more are gathered, so there I shall be. Protect these people from wickedness and from quick trigger fingers and short-sighted men. Keep them safe and whole. I will them to pass freely without harm or fail. And I wish for the conversion of the hearts of every ICE agent out there, to turn their guns away from everyone, to point them to the ground, to lay their arms down, and to hug and hold and love and embrace their brothers and sisters everywhere. Page of Swords. Authority, overseeing, secret service, vigilance, spying, examination, and the qualities thereto belonging. I hope the agents of ICE are watching now. Turn your attention away. Come home. Come home. Who do we got next? Who do we got next? We don't have a whole lot left. It's just 3 or 4. What do we got? No, we just did Aries. We did Aquarius already. Oh, you know what that was? Pisces. That was Pisces we need to do. February the 19th to March 20th. So when we get into the beginning of the year, it gets so far into the mid, it just appears different on the way I look at it on the page. That would definitely qualify as the second month. Capricorn, no, that would be Aquarius. We do Capricorn, Pisces, Leo, Virgo, Scorpio. Oh, we already I called in Scorpio. 6, Aries. That was Aquarius. And we have July 23rd. Leo. Leo. Hi, Leo. What do we know, Leo? What's coming up for you this week, Leo? So Aries, you're going to be in a state of spiritual contemplation. Big, heavy wish crafting for you this week, Aries. Don't turn away from it. Get in the fields. That's your power. That is your power. Don't take action. Take spirit. Don't take action. Don't take physical action this week, Aries. Pump all of that drive through your prayer and your wishcraft. Your words. Pump all of that power into your wishcraft. Leo, you're going to be in the fields this week too. You're going to be kind of flailing a little bit this week. Kind of curious. You're going to be blabbering a lot. You're going to be talking to a lot of people and not really in control of your tongue. Codependency, neglect, you're going to be a little needy for attention. You're going to have a real big compulsion to tell everybody what's on your mind. It's going to feel really important to you. It may come off as a little bit of emotional maturity, or like you're trying to get people to pay attention to you. I'm getting a little bit of guy on the corner with the signs that's saying the world is ending soon. And you're going back and forth between this being like exactly what you know you need to be doing and knowing that it's not going to be received. Disharmony and disruption and broken relationships balanced by you being in full joy and harmony and fulfillment. And somehow a happy family life in that. You're going to feel like you're doing exactly what. It's a lot of Noah's Ark and being scoffed at by the community, but having that. You know, there's a point where you're so 57, so sure in your feeling that you're on the right track. It's no longer even about faith. It's about you know. It's not even about exercising faith. You don't have to exercise faith. You have this knowing. Heartbreak, emotional pain, grief, loss, and healing. So, I get that you're going to be the one to be telling everybody like how things are going to end, or be bringing the bad news as like, I know what's going to happen. And it's best that you prepare. Leo, sometimes you have that assassin energy. You have that energy that to me is that the Grim Reaper is mistaken. The Grim Reaper is so feared, but no, the Grim Reaper brings the message of the promise of the end, the promise of relief from all this suffering. The Grim Reaper brings you the good news, the rest, the peace. And he's always so misunderstood. And he can see quite plainly why people think that, and he's just given up trying to convince people of otherwise. And he just has to see them be terrified of him every time. Nobody wants to be his friend. Who are we going for now? Leo, it's a tough life being the, who's the guy that drops the blade on the guillotine? That guy. But where would we be without our mortuary, our the people that bury us when we pass, Where would we be without the people that bury our dead is what I'm getting. I may pass this slide up and just go straight in. So we're doing Capricorn. Capricorn. Oh, thank you for the doves. Capricorn, there is going to be a bold declaration, public declaration of affection. Possibly somebody acting out. It might be a marriage proposal on the knee in a restaurant kind of thing. Sometimes that can be awkward. I'm getting that it's not necessarily unwelcome. This is going to be a lost opportunity for somebody. Chaos, the Tower moments coming in, and then Hermit, you don't want this. You don't want this. You don't want this. I'm saying that whoever's going to come at you is going to create an awkward situation that they already know you don't want. Creating a lot of chatter. It's going to create a lot of chatter. You're busy looking at the long term here, trying to wait this out. It's just a bunch of drama. It's very flattering, which makes it hard because everybody wants to be happy for you. But no. It's the Empress, the High Priestess in reverse energy. This person's going to take your High Priestess vibe because they're going to do this in public. It's going to make you look like you're a hard ass. Deception, confusion, lack of understanding, hidden agendas. People aren't going to understand why you're not thrilled about this. This is the opportunity of a lifetime. He's so wonderful. Broken relationships and disconnections. You may find out who your inner circle really is by the people that you're discovering you really can't talk to about this. So that's where the Hermit energy is coming in. A little bit of change of the social order for you. It's giving some kind of like you can't ever go home. But Capricorn, that's kind of your place. You're going to move into your natural stoicism. You're good at this. Stiff upper lip quietude and go handle your business. You don't have to just like be in solitude, but you like to go and handle your business in private. Go process in private, go deal it, go sort it out, put all your shit back together, get your life back running smooth again before you come back out into, and then you'll probably tell everybody what went down. But this also sets you up for not asking for help too. Capricorn, you might, if somebody comes to you and says, hey, I noticed you just dropped out. What's going on? Let them come in. Let them come in. Or maybe not. Because look, we just got the Oxime card. There's a deviant in the group somewhere. So somebody's coming in that is a little bit, they've got some ulterior motives here, or they're going to be reporting back to another group. They're a spy for you in a moment of weakness. Okay, Capricorn, we'll leave it at that. Sorry, we were supposed to be reading for Virgo. But that just kept coming back at Capricorn's energy. Virgo, what's going on with Virgo? Virgo, are you trying to deflect? Virgo, are you getting wrapped up with a Capricorn right now? Is Virgo going to be wrapped in a Capricorn? Or is Virgo going to be is Virgo cutting up this week over a Capricorn? Virgo is hiding. You can't hide from me, Virgo. I was married to you. I'm Aries. Every time I'm single, I get swarmed by Virgos. I know Virgo. I've vanquished Virgo. Virgo has been vanquished. Virgo cannot manifest this week, and Virgo is not being handled gently. Virgo, you're going to be put in time out hard this week. Virgo is getting astral communication here. Virgo, brace yourself. You're going to get a really bad astral splitting headache this week from trying to push something up the astral line. You're Virgo, you're going to try to be doing some witchcraft on your own this week, Virgo. My Virgo warlocks, this is not a good time. You are juxtaposed exactly from Aries, and Aries just started the swing. So you need to turn down, Virgo. You need to turn it way down because you're going to get a big Aries blast of taking out. Aries is coming in to dominate the full zodiac. You are being told to sit down and shut the fuck up this week, or you're going to get astral project bitch slapped across the avatar forehead, and you're not going to like it. You're not going to like it. It's going to hurt. And it's not anything Aries can do. Aries is pulling the entire zodiac up this season forward in this new year. Happy New Year. But we already knew this was coming. We already knew this was coming. We've been talking about this for months. That this was Aries' big, massive cosmic elevation this year. With this planetary alignment, all the shit. We are hot right now. We are hot, locked and loaded. And I'll tell you what, this locked and loaded situation is exactly the formula I'm talking about with this airport issue. Tensions are going to climb in the next 48 hours. Virgo, keep your fingers out of this. Let Aries pull you through this next week. The secret message is this is how you're going to win it. If you're in this to try to swing past on a draft, last lap, pull forward, Phil, if you have any poo to throw, now is the time to do it. Just throttle back, get ready for your play. Because when we pass through Aries season, they're going to be slingshotting you forward. Okay, because you're on the back end of Zodiac from Aries. So when Aries pulls forward, you're going to get slingshot like roller skates or like NASCAR pulling the draft on the last lap. So this is not your win right now, but get ready. Brace yourself for the draft that's going to be pulling you and shuttlecocking you forward. But don't put your fingers in it. It's like sticking your finger in a hydrogen blast just to see about the jet engine that you're testing that's going about to take off for you. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't stick your finger in the jet blast. Everything's ready and waiting. Get in the cockpit. Put your helmet on, Virgo. Start your checklist. We're going to jump right through Scorpio, and then we'll do Pisces. What do we have for Scorpio? Oh, Linda Swan, all the way from around the other side of the world. Good morning. Let's see. Scorpio, there is a predator in play that's in downturn, and I don't think they're off the playing field. There's no cooperation here from this predator. Somebody that is trying to hide their pimp pusher energy here, but they're in the streets with you acting normal. They're trying to be your peer. They are a djinn in hiding. They are waiting for opportunity. They are a scoundrel. It's a snake under that skin. And as soon as you turn that alley down there with the chips in your left hand and a fork in your right, dipping that gravy, whatever it is you're doing, you're going to lean back over on the right-hand side to say something about you want one of these chips, and they're going to be right in the middle of pulling the fangs out on you. Overbearing and intrusive is turned down. They're going to sneak right up on your quarter. Scorpio, whoever this is, get that. Keep your stinger ready. Keep your stinger ready, because this is a predator on your corner. And you think they're one of you. Yeah, the Wheel of Fortune here. This is something about your destiny here, Scorpio. This person is acting on behalf of destiny. This predator is involved in your destiny. Your involvement with them is part of their destiny. So we're talking about a karmic here. What about this downturn cooperation? I'm Cece with Angel Radio Tarot. I'm so glad you're here with me. We're just rounding the hour here with a full spectrum Zodiac horoscope for the week of Saturday, March 21st. Just starting off with the Aries season. Happy birthday to all my Rams. let's see, the cooperation here is, or the lack of cooperation here is they want to make it difficult for you to get over a loss or a grief. They might be causing a lot of heart pain and triggering anxiety, a trauma bond to try to keep you in a state of agitation. This is giving a young man who thinks that he can control a young woman by keeping her on edge all the time so she doesn't come to rest and sniff out his in the streets player energy. Family traditions. So you're looking for family role traditions, and this person is still playing games. Yeah, they're trying to keep you on edge. They want you in family. They don't want you to have them in family. They put you in a house, and they'll go out and do what they need to do and just come home when they want to come home. You're the home base, but don't go out with them. They're going to go out and do what they're going to do, but you stay here. What is this, Jinn? What is this dark? I'm getting that maybe this is a lot of charm. Lack of focus and missed opportunity. The lovers. The lovers right here. I can't make this shit up, folks. It's super charming. They dignitized you. 11111. This person thinks that they can control people with sexual energy. They don't have a huge member or huge titties. They have tricks in the bedroom, or they have they don't love people, but they will fawn, and they get in the bedroom and will fawn during lovemaking, and they are vamping. They're vamping. They're aura farming. And this overbearing, intrusive, give them an inch, they take a mile is on its head. They come in super soft. They come in as the nice guy. With satisfaction and emotional fulfillment, material comfort, the bed and breakfast weekend romantic getaway. They come in with like date number 14 through 47. And really, it's just mediocrity, and they're not really learning how to do this. They don't have any skill. They have a playbook. They have a playbook. Dates 14 through 47. 14 through 22 gets them in the bed. 23 through 32 gets them to loosen up the purse strings, and 32 through 42, you get the house and the retirement package, and you still get away with your dick still working. You still get you can get out from, it's giving coyote ugly. Like I can chew my arm off in the morning before I'd wake this broad up to get away from this. This is somebody that does this over and over and over, to the point of fraud, to the point of defrauding people. I could be described as the same thing, but I didn't go trying to take people's lives away from them when I left. I just fucking left. Departure and moving on. Yeah, it's just like, no, I'm good. I'm good. No, I'm gonna. Hey, you got $20 for the bus, man. That'll help out. But I'm out. I'm out. We're good. You don't have. That's all right. I'm good. I'll walk. I'll just drag these 4 suitcases, man. We're good. I don't need to barrel. I don't need to wheelbarrow. No. I don't need to ride. We're good. You know what? I don't even need 2 of these suitcases. I'm good. I'll just leave them in the ditch here, and if it don't rain, I'll come back for them. Like, no, I'm good. Choices, options, fantasies. I got someplace to go, man. New beginnings and creativity. I got someplace else to be, man. Hey, you want to meet me at the club tonight? No, man. I got something better to do. What you got to do? I don't know yet. So Scorpio, yeah. That's going to be your week. And we got Pisces here. Now stick around and I'll take a couple of questions at the end. Kelly, Kelly. No, it's woe to man, woe to man. All men, all men. These are the high. Oh, I can't even say that. But hi, Visa, Visva. That's what I'm missing. Pisces, you got an assist coming in this week, or you're gonna have an opportunity. I don't think it's you giving out. I'm getting like a reception energy. You're gonna be receiving this week. You're gonna have some help coming toward you. You may not know you need help. That's a heads up. Yeah, we gotta flex. This is how I flex. Someone who's gonna come to you, they're gonna be like, no, 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 no. And it's like, no, this is. I'm good. I've got this to offer. Manifesting for you. And green eyes here, there is some envy here, or someone might be in a state of admiration, or someone, this person somehow is envious about how you do things. That's why they want to help you. That's why they want to help you. They don't know how you do it. And they wish they had your whatever. And they're just like so they're just like so much embody what they wish they could be, that they want to give you everything they have somehow, to like, it's like handing the baby out the window. Take the child and go. Yeah, someone wants to give you the world. Yeah. Yeah, they want to give you everything that as far as they could get, whatever the you is that they're doing. But take a beat here. This is a simulation. What's going on here? Pisces, what are you trying to get to me? We've got spirit coming in hard with the download. Be gentle here. We've got a code coming in. There's a different kind of green-eyed here. Be concerned about fans. Don't let this person get too close to you, or you will complicate it by feeding the demon that rests behind the grace. Because it can be either way, and it just depends on where we hold it. Sometimes making someone hold a boundary prevents them from indulging the demon of how this is if it goes bad. You have the opportunity to dictate the terms instead of waiting for a deal to be offered. Because if you wait for the deal, it's never going to be in your favor. Something about the not waiting for an answer, not waiting for a return about it, not waiting for it to be echoed back to you, making the command decision, having the key to be gentle. Yeah, this is giving fan energy. If you've got a platform, or if you've got people that are coming to this, whoever this is coming to you, they will have more respect for you and probably want to give you more because you are holding yourself back into this idle energy, because you can't be their peer, or else they would be what you're doing, right? And then they'll resent you. Like you've tricked them somehow. Like they got fooled. Like, wait a minute, they thought that you were on God level, way above them. But if you're just like them, then what are they doing? Then they'll feel stupid. So that's when you get into fan energy, where it's this obsessiveness that gets contorted by demonic influence. It gets warped. There's no sense to be had about it. So that's what you're being advised about. That's the situation you will be walking into this week. So be mindful of someone ingratiating themselves to you, and keep your gratitude brief and remote. Keep your gratitude intact, but remain remote. Issue blessings, issue gratitudes, but remain remote. A professional attitude, and not one that you are accommodating them. Realize they are coming to you to ingratiate themselves upon you. They are wishing to be in a state of worship without something to worship. They have to go back to feeling normal. What you were giving them is the room to develop grace, and you holding boundary provides a state of grace, a space of grace for them to exercise their offerings and their alms onto you. Okay, Pisces. So it's about being receiving gifts gracefully, or being a gracious host. Literally, being a host of grace, being a gracious host. Your body is a vessel, a host of grace. All right. Wow, what a great read for the week. And let's spend another 10 minutes here grabbing a couple of questions here. If you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button so you can join the chat. Put your question there. Yes, love the cartoons down there below. It helps the channel, the algorithm. And your subscribing helps so much. We've got the subscriber numbers up where it needs to be. The next benchmark is the number of hours that the channel is watched. So hit the playlist, just let the play mix if you're on a smart device, and just go explore the hours and hours and hours of channels that is there, that's been collected there for the last 6 months. Let's see. And 11, I'm going to pin your question to the top here. We're about a third of the way there to our goal. And when we reach that goal, then we can have all of your financial contributions coming through things like super chats. But for right now, it goes through Venmo at Angel Radio Tarot. I'm only on YouTube. And so that's the goal, is we can do specialized subscriber content, special events, and then mostly just being able to use things like super chats. With your super chat help, we can keep the channel going without ever having to go into commercials. I hate commercials. 45 seconds of commercials, I had done forgot what the fuck I'm watching. So N1111 Mon, when will I get a job and move to my own home and away from my narc bipolar mom's trap? Let's see. Start asking some questions. And just a reminder, the channel is for over 18 and older, please. We're looking at a life change of independence here, timing of that. What needs to happen before N1111 can move into this new phase? What needs to happen? What needs to happen? There are some lessons in temperance here. But you do have the world just totally in front of you. But what needs to be worked on here is there's an imbalance or a disharmony here. Honey, what I'm looking for is for you to, the relationship with the narc mother, the narc bipolar mom. How would you handle this if it weren't your mother? If it were you? I'm assuming that you were an adult in this situation. If you are a minor and need escape and refuge from an abusive household situation, please reach out to 211 or your local social services office. Shoot, call the courthouse. Call your local courthouse and tell them you need help. Who answers the phone? Whoever answers the phone. You don't have to get scared and feel like calling the police is going to be weird and wrong or too much or too scary, or they're going to hurt somebody or get somebody in trouble. Call your courthouse. Use your phone. Walk into the courthouse and tell them you're a minor, and tell them you're a kid and you're having trouble at home and you need some help. And you can't go back until you get help. If you're an adult here, we are looking at some extreme imbalance here. Completion, fulfillment, wholeness, and integration. There's some trouble getting that balance and getting that integration, but there is a wealth of resources here before you move on. Something about you needing to, like, if you're an adult here, it's about sucking it up and using the resource for what it is. There's not a demonic influence here with this extreme imbalance. It's just people are hard to live with. Do we have a timing? Aquarius, there's a bit of a dream sequence here, some shimmery. There's a legal obstruction that needs to be cleared up. Maybe an age limit. What are we looking at? The timing, please. And to keep the faith. As soon as this legal obstruction gets cleared up, whatever this legal boundary is. But keep dreaming, keep dream building, keep planning. If I have this much money, how much do I have to do this, this, and this? Start budgeting, start doing that planning now. That's how, because you know the opportunity is not going to come if half the stuff shows up and you're not ready. That's not your opportunity. You can't act on it. Okay. Oh, Linda Swan, thank you so much for your comments. Love it. Love it. Let's see. Yeah, some people are just, they need to be left the fuck alone and be, that's, you know, you worry about them sometimes, especially if they're a parent. Somebody's lost something here, especially if they're a parent or if they're a family member and you want to see them happy before you leave the situation so that you feel satisfied. No, they just want you to let them just leave them alone. They're happier after everybody goes and they can get that peace and that quiet and that space, and then they can go, ah. And if you could see, if you were a fly on the wall and could see them, then you would see them bouncing around their place, enjoying their space, being relaxed. Don't be afraid for them. Something in the next 90 days is going to be found. A message has been received, so there's something being moved into your, what? Something's going to happen in the next 90 days. Oh, thank you for the birthday wishes. This is for my tribe here. This is for everyone, the general reading portion. And please continue. If you are new to the room, hit that subscribe button so you can jump into the chat room and put your question in. We've had a wonderful full Zodiac, full spectrum horoscope. And now is the open audience questions portion. Thank you for the emojis. I love it. They really help the algorithm out. And then after the video is posted in a few hours, when you go into the comments section, slide it over that way, and then hit that hype, and it'll offer you points. And I think all of that stuff is based on your interactions. Like you build up experience points by how much time you spend chatting and commenting on YouTube stuff. And then you can redistribute those hype points to videos like this one. All right. And hit that notification bell so you know when I'm coming up again. Somebody wants somebody to get down in front. Somebody with black hair. What is that? Somebody with long black hair. It's not down in front. Somebody with thinning black hair. I'm getting like, instead of down in front, it's way back and kind of thin, stubbly. Thin up top, black hair, thin up top. There's a win somewhere to be had. Someone's coming through with a confession to try to win you over or to try to correct a situation, hoping to reset somehow with bringing you lost information about the last 90 days. regarding someone with thinning black hair. This person got a message about the details of what took place, and they want to come to you with the truth about how you just barely got out of that alive kind of vibe. Yeah, the cipher, they figured out the key to this whole thing, and they want to come to you and tell you what the hell happened, because you're a part of this, and they don't have anybody else that would believe them. This person isn't bonded to you so much as they don't have anybody else to tell about any of this stuff that's even safe to talk to. And they're coming back into your circle because they've got to tell somebody. And you guys are not tight. You guys have had massive amounts of falling out. Like, they're not, like, you guys are just happen to be on the same side of, like, history, only because neither one of you are participating with the villain of this storyline. But you guys have had your betrayal full and thoroughly. You would never work on the same team in a buddy movie with this person ever again. And spiritually, you know, that's all life is. We only know like 6 people that are participants in our life at any given time. There is someone here with brown eyes, or someone named Brown involved. And then there's someone else that has salt and pepper hair, or might have be an older person or be a wise person, regarding something about cats and or dogs that was seen and understood. All right, that brings us to the end of our evening together. I am so glad you joined me here this evening on Saturday, March the 21st. I'm Cece with Angel Radio Tarot. Join me again soon. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss a minute of it. I'm so glad you were here. Have a wonderful evening.